Hi and welcome to this Premier League review and discussion video of match week 13 to 16. As usual, I have a guest with me.
Hello.
And we're going through the current form of the teams with top 4 and bottom 4. Like usually, if you have seen the other videos. So I'm starting with the in real life, and Daniel, you do the FIFA thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
As usual.
Yeah. And we have, as usual, we have a derby at the background. I hope it's not too loud. So let's get going. In the last 4 match weeks, Liverpool has been the best team with 4 wins in their 4 matches, and with a goal difference of 11-1 and 12 points. At second place in the last 4 weeks, we have Arsenal with 3 wins and 1 draw, and 9 goals forward and 5 goals against. And they have gotten 10 points. And at third place, last 4 weeks, we have Manchester City with 3 wins and 1 loss, and a goal difference of 9-4, and they have gotten 9 points. And at fourth place in the last 4 weeks, we have Tottenham with 3 wins and 1 loss, but they have made 10 goals and conceded 6 goals and also taken 9 points. So what happened in FIFA?
We have a different leader to start off with. We got Everton with 3 wins and 1 draw. 12 goals scored, 2 conceded. 10 points. Second, we got Chelsea with 3 wins and 1 loss. 7 goals scored, but still 2 conceded, same as Everton, at 9 points. Then we have Tottenham, also 3 wins, 1 loss, 9 goals scored, 6 goals conceded, and 9 points. And in fourth, we have Liverpool, 2 wins and 2 draws, 6 goals scored, 2 goals conceded, 8 points.
So a lot of differences.
Yeah, really, one team was a big difference, right?
Yeah.
No, wrong. Everton. I mixed up Arsenal and Chelsea.
Yeah. So let's take the bottom 4. Yeah. At 17th place, we have Burnley. If you count the last 4 matches, and they have 1 win and 3 losses, and a goal difference of 3-7, and 3 points is what I have taken on those 4 matches. And at 18th place, you all know why I don't like to say this, but Bournemouth with 1 win and 3 losses, and 4-10 in goal difference and 3 points. And at 19th place, we have Southampton with 1 draw and 3 losses, 5-9 goal difference, and just 1 point on those 4 matches. And last, at 20th place, we have Watford. They have drawn 1 game and 3 losses, and they have the embarrassing result of 3-9 in goal difference the last 4 games, and 1 point taken.
While in FIFA, we have Southampton at 17th with 1 win and 3 losses, 5 goals scored, 8 conceded on 3 points. In 18, we have Brighton, 1 win and 3 losses, 2 goals scored, and 8 conceded, 3 points. Then in 19th, we have Cardiff, 1 draw, 3 losses, 3 goals scored, 10 conceded, and only 1 point. And below them, we have Huddersfield, on 1 draw, 3 losses, 2 goals scored, 9 conceded, and 1 point.
Yeah, so there we have some differences. At least.
Some differences.
Because some of your teams have gone pretty bad, has gone okay, at least in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, and one team that really, like, in real life, it was surprising. Manchester City lost their first game this league season.
Yeah, against Chelsea with 2-0.
Yeah. But FIFA made it even worse. They lost 2 games in a row, actually.
Yeah.
And they are only in 8th in the form table, 2 wins and 2 losses, which is really surprising. I felt like I needed to to mention that. It's so out of the ordinary for this season.
Yeah, that's really strange. I was surprised by both the real life result of that and in FIFA. I was even more shocked in FIFA actually. Because losing to Chelsea is one thing. What was it they were losing to first in FIFA?
Watford. The team in reality that didn't win a single game these last 4.
Ouch! That's bad.
Yeah. It's a tough 1-0 loss according to FIFA.
Yeah, so we finally actually in real life have another leader of the table. We have Liverpool up there. So if you thought Manchester City were going to be unbeaten, it's not the case anymore. But you have Fulham pretty high up, don't you?
Yeah, they're the surprise package of the FIFA. They're in 8th place.
Yeah, and here they're last. Like
chasing.
It's not going well for them in real life.
No.
They're surprisingly bad, actually.
Yeah, they've been really lackluster defensively. Right. You can only hope that this new manager can really strengthen their defense, so they can can even strive to stay up.
Yeah, and one thing we were talking about, I haven't seen how it have gone exactly in FIFA yet, but Manchester United has actually started to win.
Yeah. Yeah, at least one win, I believe it was.
Yeah, at least 1 and 3 draws and that stuff. It's better than before. They are climbing.
Yeah. And well, actually, that's a little bit better than they were in FIFA, but still pretty close. 1 win, 2 draws, and 1 loss.
Yeah, that's
FIFA in the last 4 games.
That's actually really close.
Yeah.
So, do you have any surprises in FIFA, in your opinion? Like results?
Well, other than that, Manchester City losing 2 games in a row. I would say, like, after, if you take Watford, 1 game they win against Manchester City. The very next game they go up against Everton and they lose 5-1. So I would guess that is a little bit surprising when you think about what they did just the match before.
Yeah, that's really strange. They have been really uneven there.
Yeah. Also, once again, Watford, they kept Liverpool to a 0-0 draw in the round of 13, which is not too shabby either. So they have many surprise games, I think, for Watford these rounds of games.
Yeah, and I have to add, it's not a surprise, but I can't help but feel sorry about for Everton in the derby against Liverpool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what a weird way to lose that game.
Yeah, they didn't deserve to lose that one.
Indeed. Although it was kind of weird thing done by Pickford.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what he was doing, but
actually, in real life, I can't mention any big shakeups.
Yeah.
That's pretty strange. Yeah, City lost. That's the obvious one.
Exactly.
We don't have anything really surprising here. We have just United drawing against Crystal Palace and teams like that.
Oh yeah.
But that has been their season. That has been going on for a while now.
Yeah, you're kind of like used to them being now. They're not a top team anymore. They're a middle team. Like, okay, yeah, they drew 1-1 against Crystal Palace. Okay, they should be doing better, but should they really? Almost. Like it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing them up there, like heavy contenders. Mm-hmm. At least for a Champions League place.
Yeah. But not this season. At least not the way it feels right now.
So, should we go into scorers?
Sure.
So, let's start with FIFA, I think, in that one.
Sure.
And
well, we got top 4 again, I guess.
Yeah, let's go to top 4.
Yeah. So we got a surprise leader. If I say that he's from Tottenham, you will all pretty much guess who it is. But it is actually Christian Eriksen.
What?
At 11 goals. Which is top goal scorer, which is a little bit surprising, I said.
Isn't he supposed to be a passer?
Yes,
assist
but
guy?
FIFA think he's more than that.
Yeah, apparently they do.
Yeah. Second, we have Sergio Aguero from Manchester City, 10 goals. Another little bit of surprise package on third place is Cenk Tosun, Everton, with also 10 goals. It's definitely one of the reasons why they're going so well in FIFA. He's really firing them in. In fourth, we have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of Arsenal with 9 goals. And in fifth, we have, before mentioned, Harry Kane with 8 goals so far.
Oh. It's a bit different from mine. I have Aubameyang at first place with 10 goals. And Mohamed Salah at second, also with 10 goals. At third, I have Harry Kane with 9 goals. At fourth, I actually have Sergio Aguero with 8. And let's do the bonus one, the fifth one. Richarlison, also with 8. And that Glenn Murray guy in Brighton, I have to mention that 8 goals.
Yeah, it's a little bit. You don't really, or at least I don't expect him up there, really.
No, I don't expect him to do that well.
No. It's fun as long as it lasts.
Exactly.
Really, like, all power to him, but I'm not expecting him to be up there, to be fair.
So what about the assists then for you?
Yes. Then we have, once again, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is back at the top of the assists charts for Arsenal with 7 assists. And then we have an entire bunch of players on 6 assists. So I'm actually going to mention them all, even though that's going to turn into 6 players all over. But second is Joshua King of Bournemouth, which I said 6 assists. Then we have Leroy Sané of Manchester City, 6 assists. We have Morgan Schneiderlin of Everton on 6. We have David Silva of Manchester City on 6. And Cenk Tosun of Everton with 6 assists.
Oh. So I have a pretty much different list here.
Yeah.
At first place I have Eden Hazard from Chelsea. And you will like this one. I know you like when I say this. At second place we have Ryan Fraser from Bournemouth with 7 goals. At third place, not a big surprise here, Christian Eriksen from Tottenham with 6 assists. And my list will go on for a while also. At fourth place I have Aaron Ramsey with 6 assists. At fifth I have Ryan Sterling with 6. He's from Manchester City, and Ramsey was from Arsenal, if you're wondering. And that's actually my top 5. And I have to add a 6th one. Solly Marsh in Brighton. Another Brighton player up there where we don't think he belongs in one way, but always fun to see those guys up there.
Yeah.
With 5 assists.
Well, someone's going to give Mario those goals, so.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing his job.
Yeah, it's going pretty well for those 2 guys. But, oh. Are you still there?
Yes.
Yeah. Just a little bit technical hiccup.
Yes. It happens.
Yeah. But I want to. What I know I'm mentioning for. What is happening exactly with Watford?
Yeah.
Like
I
they
can tell you.
Didn't they win like 4 or 5 matches in the beginning? I was like crazy about that. We have the new Leicester City here. I think I announced that in the first video.
Yeah, I think we mentioned them like the new Leicester after the first. I don't know if after the first 4 games or maybe even after the first 8 games. We're talking about them doing a new Leicester.
Yeah.
And now after 16 games, it doesn't look that likely anymore.
No, they're down at 12th place, and they have been the worst team the last 4 matches in real life.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know I don't know injuries or suspension and everything. If they have like they're missing key personnel, maybe that's why they're going on such a bad run, or if they're just firing on all cylinders at the start of the season and just can't make themselves be that good anymore. I don't actually know.
I don't either, but in this pace, they can go out of the league.
Yeah. Yeah, although they are 11 points above relegation at the moment.
Yeah, but if they
still 4 games, but yes,
if they continue 1 row 3 losses, it could happen then.
Yeah, to be fair, there's a large part of the season left, but I can't really see them like they're still too good, even though they're on a rough patch right now. And they were definitely overfiring at the start of the season. We know this now; they were really overfiring then, but I still don't see them going down.
Yeah,
it's still too much.
But it's like
still too good.
Yeah, those matches in the beginning will save them, in my opinion, in one way. If they didn't have that start, they would be in big trouble.
Yeah, if they played like this the entire season, they would be battling Fulham and Southampton for that bottom spot, which is not where you want to be.
No, but and that even table in the top, it's not like that anymore. At least, wasn't it like 3 points difference a while ago?
I don't. Oh, you mean in FIFA or?
In real life, it was really even. I think it was in FIFA too.
Yeah, yeah. To be fair, it's still in FIFA. It's still kind of even. We got leaders Tottenham at 34. We have Liverpool and Everton on 32. We have Chelsea on 31, and then we got City on 30.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think like the interesting part is it's still. That's those seven teams that started FIFA standings are really pulling away, and it's more than those I mentioned. It's also Leicester and Arsenal. Then it's a 7-point gap down to Fulham in 8th. So
in real life, we have a pretty interesting too here. We have a top 5 who's running away.
Yeah, with 8 points ahead of 6th.
So we have Liverpool at 42, Manchester City at 41, Tottenham 36, and then Chelsea and Arsenal at 34. And then we have the gap down to Manchester City that is on 26.
Actually, you would find that's Manchester United.
Oh yeah, yes. Manchester United at 26, sorry for that. Yeah, but that will become a gap, in my opinion, even bigger.
Yeah, like... unless Manchester United can really fight their season up and try to keep, like, even they can't even allow it to be as good as the top team. They need to be better to be able to catch up. And they might be able to keep it under 10 points if they really start fighting right now. But other than that, no. Like, it's going to take a whole lot for them to catch up. So.
Yeah, they will have to beat the teams over them, and the others will have to start playing draw matches against each other, I think, or something.
Exactly. And they would need to be able to beat teams like Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Which was in a really rocky spot, and still they managed to get a point against United. So it's like they shouldn't be allowed to do that.
No, that shouldn't happen.
No.
But West Ham has beaten them, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a while ago, but still, I remember that match.
Yeah, and West Ham, if you talk about them, they had a really rocky start of the season.
Yeah.
Last 4 games, we didn't touch upon them, but they have actually 3 wins in their last 4 games. They're going really strong at the moment.
Yeah, they were going really bad at the beginning, and that Manchester United match was kind of a turning point for them in one way. They were starting to get their act together.
Yeah. And now I believe there are 3 wins on the bounce, I believe. And it's something they haven't done for, I think it was many, I might be mistaken here, but I think it was the first time in several years that they've actually been able to get 3 wins on the bounce.
Yeah, at least in Premier League.
Yeah, true. In Premier League. So, yeah, they might be onto something.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
interested to see what that happens with them.
Yeah, and my disappointment team, Burnley, is still being down there.
Yeah.
They're actually funny enough at 17th place, both in the real table, both in the table and in the form table.
Yeah. Which is not good because that shows that they belong down there. Like,
yeah. And they were the surprise team last season.
Yeah, they were really strong last season, and I don't think they've really changed that much this season. Perhaps that's their downfall. I don't know. But they are not looking as good.
Yeah. Usually, it becomes your downfall in one way. Except Tottenham, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, no transfers whatsoever.
Yeah,
and they still managed to keep up.
And I actually think they're going better this year.
Well, they have this group that's yelled together. I mean, some teams need to work on, get the new players in, like Fabinho at Liverpool hasn't played that much. He's starting to do it now. It's same with Torreira and Leno, to be fair, at Arsenal. I mean, they need to gel those new players in before they can use them. Tottenham doesn't have that problem. They can run full speed from the start, so
yeah,
maybe that's actually a good thing for them this year.
Yeah, and they have been playing the same way and all that stuff.
Yeah. Nothing new to learn, no new players to fit into the system.
Yeah, but they should be easier to read, but apparently not.
Well, if you're good enough, it doesn't matter if you can read them. They're still going to beat you. You have this great example of Arjen Robben.
Yeah.
In the Bundesliga, absolutely. He's very well known. He's cutting in from that right-hand side, and he's going to shoot on his left. Like, that's what he does. That's what he does like 80% of the time. You know this about him, but still, very few people actually are capable of stopping him because he's so good at it. It doesn't matter that you know exactly what he's going to do. He's still going to pull it off. So
yeah,
maybe it's the same thing.
Then you're really good at what you're doing. Everyone knows that you're doing it, and still it works.
Yeah. That's when you know you're almost like that top tier player, at least on that one skill, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd say.
I don't know how many times you have done it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of sad, I guess, hearing his plans of maybe retirement after this year. I mean, he's getting old. But
he has already retired from the national team a few years ago.
Yes.
And no comeback. I don't think it will be, at least.
No.
And at least he's retiring from Bayern München, after this season.
Yeah, and it said something about unless there comes a really good offer.
Yeah.
One that, like Corleone, an offer you can't refuse, then he will retire at Bayern. Like, it has going to be something special for him to continue.
Oh.
They've asked him, I believe, in some interview about going back to the clubs he started in, back in the Netherlands, and he's been like, no, that's not going to be enough. I need something even bigger to make me want to stick on. So,
yeah.
Who knows? This might be the last year we see Arjen Robben running on the field. So
that's a shame.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting player to watch.
I remember if you talk about him, I remember the midfield of Arjen Robben, Ribéry, and Schweinsteiger at their best.
Yeah.
That's guys you didn't want against you.
Indeed. Robbery and the guy who gave them the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the perfect nickname. Ribery and Robin is robbery because they really robbed every team they played against.
Yeah.
It's a perfect nickname. Yeah.
So we have, I don't know if I said it, we have the Derby Crystal Palace Fulham in the background. We always go with a Derby in these videos. Or we will try to do that. Sooner or later we will run out of derbies.
Yeah, it's already getting tough.
Yeah, we have a bunch of London derbies left.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we already had the Manchester derby in the background, and we had, was it Arsenal Tottenham? No, Arsenal Chelsea.
Yeah, Arsenal Chelsea. Yeah, we have the Merseyside.
Yeah, and this is the fourth episode of this work in progress thing.
Yeah.
So we're still figuring out how this is supposed to work. And I'm open to suggestions, actually.
Yeah, if you have an idea on how to make this better, or maybe things you want to know, maybe things we can talk about, then add them in the comments.
Yeah, is it some stat you want to know? And I will try to find out if it's possible.
Yeah.
I can't promise anything like that. If it's some ridiculous stat.
Well, real life you can find all kind of weird stats. If it talks about FIFA though, the chances are drastically decreased, sadly.
Yeah, you can't count how many passes one player has passed in FIFA.
Or shots outside and inside the box, or dribbles per game, successful dribbles per game. You know.
I could do it in FIFA.
Stats normally, but
yeah. And there's actually the game in FIFA. And let's see the result once again, because I have been focusing a lot of on this conversation.
I would be surprised otherwise.
Yeah, so these matches is just going on in the background because we want to show you something at the same time. Oh, Crystal Palace wins with 2-0. Nice.
Yeah, better in FIFA than in real life.
Exactly. So don't miss my prediction videos. They always do on every match week. I will do them whole season as fast as I can when I am able to make them. It will be a pretty rough schedule around Christmas and New Year's, and it was a rough schedule last week, so they're coming. If I'm like last minute, they're coming at least the day before. So don't miss those, and I guess we will make another one of these in 4 weeks. I think it's the perfect time.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, because I don't know how we counted that out, but some way. I don't remember that.
It fitted perfectly with a break at the start of the season after match week 4.
Yeah, the
then
national break.
Gap after match week 8, and then we just continued.
Yeah, so we feel like it's the perfect, because if you take 8 matches or something, it becomes too long.
Yeah.
And it will be a ridiculous amount of matches to talk about in that case. And we could go on for hours and hours.
Yeah. And although even if we're super interesting, I doubt anyone would listen that long. So this is for everyone's peace of mind.
Yeah, and mental health.
Yes, and mental health. You don't have to hear us droning on about football.
Yeah, and if someone has actually been wondering, I know I haven't said it, but I always put the control thing in the middle, so the AI is always playing my prediction matches and these matches in these kind of videos. If someone has been wondering about that. Because I know I don't say that anymore in my videos.
Yeah.
I did it in my World Cup videos, but I just wanted to clarify that if someone had been wondering. So I guess this will be it for this time. And yeah, we'll see you in 4 weeks. Yes, and that will be next year, actually.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah. Yeah, when you say it, it's a really scary thought.
Yeah.
And that will actually be, the transfer window will be open.
Oh, yeah.
That makes my
Wonder
life.
if anything interesting will happen.
Yeah, of course we will take that in the video in that case.
Yeah.
We'll try to update. If it's the middle of in the transfer window, we will try to be as updated as possible.
Yeah.
In that case. And the transfer windows always makes my life so much easier in these videos, or not? Because I'm doing everything manually, if someone wondering. I'm not using like FIFA's updates. I'm doing everything manually with injuries and red cards and all that. FIFA's updates in that doesn't work. Not yet. I have tried. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. In that case, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you're new. And like we said, see you in 4 weeks. That's all for this time. Bye.
Bye.